Oh, reindeer, what have you been doing?
This man. Let him allowed to say I'm a liar? Not you, not anyone will stop me, Talia. She mentions us all the time, but try not calling me a paedophile all day long on your live streams and making lives about how I'm this groomer and that, and then you won't get spoken.
I just feel so sorry.
What the hell? Bloody hell. We're back to where we were.
Disgusting things and then go, oh, truce now? No, not at all.
Because she's dragged me in, I'm part.
I never dragged you into nothing. He did. Are you stupid? Well, clearly he must be. He dragged you into all of this, not me. He did. He made his entire relationship about me. I've got footage of you talking about me, you know, even before you were officially...
I mean, haven't we seen all this before between Rickster and EQ? Morning, Fraggle. Hasn't this all been out before? About all these notes and how he were treating her and how she were treating him and who's lying, who isn't lying? Has this all not been out before?
Together?
Is it not repeated?
Chatting the most wham you've ever chatted in your life.
Of him.
Morning, be happy. Morning,
Every
Roster.
woman he's ever come across has said that he's abusive, whether it be verbal, manipulative, coercive control. But you know what he says as well? So the Andriana, the woman's name is, who he's got the baby to, you know, Ariana. So basically, she's got him in court to stop him seeing the little girl.
Morning, Gemma. Morning, Blaster.
Why is the reason for that?
Frankie's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Frankie.
Why is every woman Talia wrong? And Talia sits there and goes, Annie just wants him. That's her problem, is that I'm with him and she wants him. Not every woman wants him. He's abused me for 2 years, transphobically. He's put my passports up, my old passport. He's dead named me. He's done the worst possible. And you think I want him in some way? Are you mad? Would you go back to your abuser, Talia? This abuser that you had. Would you go back into a relationship with him? No, you wouldn't. Neither would I. You soft cow. You're getting used and abused. That's all it is. Honestly, every woman's wrong. Kay is wrong who's met him. Ariana's mum's wrong. Andriana. I'm wrong. Everybody's wrong. You were saying he was an abuser yourself before you'd even met him. I've got all the clips. And now you're saying, no, because I'm not coming for you. He keeps trying to invalidate my real life abuse. Whether you choose to believe what he's saying or not, I experienced it and went through it and everybody watched it. So don't sit there saying that I've done something to you and you're involved. No, it's because your fella never...
Yeah, Bradley, Jack. There seems to be a pattern of people that call her out for her behaviour. Millsy, thank you. They call her out for lots of things. But yeah, they all seem to want her back. I don't know. I don't know. I get a picture and I see these pictures and I see this repeated, and then next thing they're all friends and then they're not friends and I get confused with it all. I don't know about anybody else.
Shut up about me. Every day, every night, every day, every night. So you're weird.
But is it not the same that should we disbelieve everything she says when she's claiming to be a victim of something? That's what I want to ask you as well, because we all say we shouldn't ignore the victim. But if she's claiming to be a victim, why are people ignoring her? Or is she just clout chasing? Is she just creating stories? Do you know what I mean? It's all a bit like, where do we stand? Where should we stand? Who do we listen to? Or should we not listen to? Should we listen at all?
Yeah, there's
Thanks,
that
Crails.
you can't see it.
Thank you.
How can you not see it? This whole app can see it. That he is obsessed. Won't leave me alone consistently.
And I'm going to be honest, right? I'm going to be honest with people that I do find at the moment there's a lot of people that are not calling certain people out. There's certain people who do not get called out, no matter what their behaviour is. And I'm watching. But
allegations and accusations. He's destroyed your entire life. You'll never work again off the back of what you've said.
all playing into their games, Devon. All of us.
I just feel so
Right, this is Angie. We'll get back to EQ in a bit. Angie, I've sorted them out best I can in short time. Angie questions Becky about Danny. So this Danny, I take it, is EQ's mate's boy that was accused of... unless they're being rude, Top Girl, don't block them, please. Unless they're being really rude. Okay. Everybody's entitled to a voice in here, as long as they're not being rude. And your question, so this Danny, I take it is that woman's son that was accused of doing whatever and that she were involved in and stuff.
Sorry, on Jade and the kids.
Yeah,
and,
no, I can't remember.
And a young lad that's got to have this haunting him every
Danny
time.
told you the story as to what happened?
Pardon?
Has Danny told you the story as to what happened?
He's told me quite a lot of things, yes, but obviously it's
Right,
not
yeah.
stuff that I'm going to obviously
Ask you a question then.
share on here.
Danny's
Did he
the
share a
accused.
bed with him?
Share a bed with him? See, that's something I've not heard from. I've not heard about that.
Well, that's something else that was mentioned.
Yeah. But there's going to be all sorts that's going to come
No,
off.
he said, and listen, I don't know whether he's guilty or not, and I'm not going to sit and say he is or he's not, right? But it's quite, anyone that's been even accused and have got NFA, that's no further action.
By the way, anybody wants to get in a box and talk about what's going on, they can do. All right, you are allowed. I don't openly invite, but the boxes are always there.
Right? No evidence or lack of evidence.
Yeah.
For you to say that you'd have your children around him,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird, don't you think?
Well, no, because he's not being convicted. To be honest with you, he's been my partner's best friend now for 15
Sonia,
years.
thank you. Good morning,
But you
Sonia.
don't know all the ins and outs because
No, I
I'm
don't.
asking you
I suppose
questions.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm asking you questions, Becky, and you don't know the answer to because he hasn't told you, but yet you've known him a long time.
Yeah, but it's also
Drama
some
queen.
questions that...
Drama Queen, good morning. Smouse, good morning. Ask for a recap, I'm late. So we've just played one about EQ and our accusations toward Rickster. We're coming back to that. And we're just on now with the second video. Angie, she's calling out questions Becky about Danny. Danny's EQ's best mate. Well, that are involved in all this about somebody sleeping with underage or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Come on, get my likes up, please. I'm going to stop. 500 people, get the likes up, please. 100 each, it gets it up there, doesn't it? 100 each takes you about 5 seconds.
I mean, well, it could be a lie, I suppose, so couldn't it?
Stop begging.
At the end of
Stop
the day,
begging for likes.
if we bring up allegation, you could go to Asda. This is very true.
Imagine coming on here begging for likes, you know what I mean, and getting criticised. For fuck's sake, I mean, fucking hell, I better start asking for fucking unis and everything.
Trivial. Go to
Body
Asda,
glossy.
and then someone accuse you of robbing. Do you know what I
Drying
mean?
my hair.
It doesn't mean you've done it. If you keep all these grudges, he's never done anything to any of my children.
Beg away.
He's never done anything to any of his own children. He's never put anybody apart from the people he loves first before himself. He's the most kind-hearted person I think I've ever met, even though he does me bloody head in.
Top girl. I don't agree with begging. If you have to ask for it, you shouldn't be entitled to it.
He puts everyone before himself. Unfortunately, now this is all being brought up again for some apparent reason. And
Why does a married man go visit a kid and his mum? I find that weird. Yeah, I adults befriending kids and spending time there. That's the accusation, isn't it? And no. Netflix.
You're gonna get
Glossy,
if you're
thank
getting
you.
accused of that, that's gonna stay with you for the rest of your life, isn't it? It is.
Well, it's odd because, any accusation, I'd probably keep my distance. If someone has got NFA, it's just a hard conviction. Do you know what I mean?
Good morning,
yeah.
Joe.
It's.
But obviously, I know what he was accused of. Oh, well, sorry. I know what he was accused of as well. So I don't know. It's a difficult one, but
I mean, it doesn't. We don't know whether it happened or not. Do you agree on that?
do I agree on what? Sorry.
Well, we really don't know.
What did you say? Sorry, my partner was trying to ring me.
That we don't know whether it happened or it didn't happen.
Thanks for the jesters.
Well, no, it's I suppose that you've got. Yeah, I suppose you've got two
Morning, Mary.
people saying opposite things, haven't you? The first thing I can say is,
God, she looks interested as Andrew, doesn't she? she started the conversation, but she doesn't look like she wanted it.
It started off with a gaming situation, a mutual. There was like this gaming community. They befriended the mother, and it was a big community, and they all got on dead well.
Yeah.
And it was so, I don't know, just so casual, so normal. It wasn't anything untowards. You know what I mean? He's out.
No, Millsy. Never heard of him. Is this just going over old ground that nothing came of before? I don't know.
He's out now with my partner, my son playing.
It's sort of gone off track, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you
Did
know
you
what I
know
mean?
Danny at the time when Danny was seeing the boy?
Did I know him?
Yeah. Did you know him then?
I didn't. My partner did.
Right. Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, I don't know who I thought it was really coming on the live, but I just wanted to give some people the other side to it of everybody's feeling sorry for this little boy. And well, he's not a little boy, he's older than my son now, but this lad, and say for argument's sake, that all the people there that thinks that he's done it, imagine if he hasn't, and what he's going through.
No, I don't think anyone should really have.
It's just so sad. It's just the whole situation's super sad.
I don't think anyone really should have an opinion on it and say, yes, he did it or he didn't. You know what I mean? Because we don't know, because we've got to...
I'm lost. I'm lost with the whole conversation about why it's come up now. So I thought this had been dealt with and that this... When's Angiona, mister? Yeah. I'm going to...
Yes, now. Chip, chippity, chip. Chip, chippity, chip. Chip, chippity, chip. Microchip. Chip, chippity, chip,
Anyway. I've got to play this one because I like this one.
I got locked up.
Oh, Courtney's it. Courtney!
Hey.
Explain to me.
I'm black. Wait.
It's alright, I can see you. We can see you.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you. Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. So, I wanted to come up before you moved to a different...
yeah, just go back to what you need to. It's fine.
Yeah, so with that stuff, right, so I just got to say, I personally don't think this should be on the app unless there's, like, I think this sort of stuff is constantly getting put out there and all of this stuff, like, it needs to be dealt with by the police.
The Danny stuff.
Well, not the Danny stuff, but what they're accusing EQ.
So I've got a load of EQ stuff videos. So I haven't even got there. Am I jumping ahead here because I don't know the full story here? So.
Oh, this is from like literally what they've been accusing her of. They've been accusing her of being a groomer.
Right. Okay.
They've been doing this for like weeks now.
And that fits into this Danny story.
So the Danny story has also been out there for a while as well.
Yeah.
Danny was NFA'd. And I just think it needs to be put to bed. Like, you don't like each other, you don't want anything to do with each other, so just stay away from each other. Like,
that's not going to happen with them, is it?
No.
That's
but
not
I
going to happen.
thought a truce was made as well.
A truce?
Yeah, so I heard that a truce had been made. EQ had said that there was a truce made between her and Talia. I don't know if that was true or not.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
But yeah, I think that I get that these sort of things need to come to the app, and I do think sometimes it's important. I personally would never talk to a child on the internet full stop.
No, you don't, do you?
I don't agree with it. As a mum, I would never, I would expect if my child tried to interact with an adult, they would instantly block him. They wouldn't. Even my partner's friends who are men, I wouldn't let him play games with.
So someone's saying they did have that truce, but EQ's broke it, apparently.
So I can't even see the comments. It's all blank screen, but yeah, I just think it needs to just stop but then EQ can't talk because she was like cam-toing Luke last night. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. I haven't seen anything.
So she cam-toed Luke yesterday, and she was saying that the whole reason that she's going for Luke is because he's not talking out about what Rickster's saying, but she has made wild accusations.
And hopefully that'll get highlighted here because she does make a lot of accusations. I've heard a lot of shit coming out of her mouth, which is why I don't follow her. And why I don't watch her anymore. So, yeah, I'm not going to pretend that it's one way here.
Yeah, I just think it's wrong on both sides, and it just needs to stop because it's just getting too much, and it's just not nice for people that are victims to be hearing this kind of stuff being spoken about. And I just think there is a child that is potentially in a situation, and it's not fair that this keeps getting brought up. It's not, and in my view, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, and I know that I've kind of sorted out things with certain people, but I feel it's not being done as a protection for that person. I'm worried that it's been done for their venom and anger towards that person.
So we're referring to the Danny stuff?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay.
I don't want to say names because I don't think that child's name should be getting spoken about all over the internet. It's wrong. It's not fair. This still is a child at the end of the day. But...
So what are you asking me to do? Not show any videos?
No.
Oh, right.
No, I mean other people, like that people are like still going on and showing messages and things like that. Like I just don't think that should be getting done.
I've said many times on here, right?
Huh?
I've said many times on here, no matter who it is, personal messages, friendships, messages that were done during friendship should never ever be shown online. I've said it so many times. Because you were friends with a person at one time, you were good enough, they were good enough to sit with you, be your friend, and get involved in your life on and off the app. Why the fuck is it suddenly they're not good enough? Just because you've had a little disagreement? Get over yourselves. Get over yourselves. And I think all this EQ and all stuff, it is about trying to belittle each other. It's trying to put each other down, one to look better than the other one, and they are using people in between it. And I'm like, yeah. It's really
sorry,
bad
I
stuff.
think I just saw a comment. Somebody said if Courtney, sorry, I could only see like one line.
Don't worry about comment. Don't worry about
Yeah,
comment.
no, I'll respond to it when I go back down. But that's just my opinion. I just think, and the fact that they're saying stuff about anyone that gifts Luke and all of this, like, I don't know if there's videos that'll come up, but it's absolutely vital. Leave other people out there. No one is sitting there protecting anyone and like that. Like people's children should be getting dragged into this. It's fucking sick.
You shouldn't be accusing anybody of stuff like this if it's not true. If there's no evidence. So yeah, I think we spoke about it last time it came out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many people want to hurt each other. Okay, right, I'm going to crack on, Courtney. Sorry.
It's okay.
Enjoy Deidre. I know you like him a lot. So.
Fuck off.
She does. She fancies him. Just saying.
Out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out.
Honestly, Flower. Yeah, I just thought that was Joey TikTok. He put that up within 10 minutes, didn't he? Right, Corey gets an exclusive from EQ. Let's see what this is.
Exclusive. I've texted Leanne, Sam's mother. It will get out anyway.
So this is about the lad again, isn't it?
So you put her out first, evil child. No problem. Right, so this reads, I won't rest until you're all exposed as the liars, allowing me, an innocent...
Is this from EQ, this message? Massive trigger warning. Is this about the lad again, then? So this is about the young boy? Do you think I shouldn't play it? Because I genuinely haven't seen it. Do I play it or not play it? I really don't want people coming and don't read it. Oh, right, okay. You need to play it. Okay. Right, so those that are of, you've had your chances to get out of him, you know what's coming if you've seen it. If not, I've got a trigger warning up there constantly, so, because you never know what you're going to hear and see, so. You're saying it's my decision, but I haven't seen it and I don't even know what is going to be said. I suppose I can. I'll stop it if I think it's too bad. I'll just stop it.
Person to be called a broomer, whether you're alive or unalived, Leanne. I will. Fucking hell, EQ. EQ, really? Really? Okay. I will sing from the rooftops how you and your family of liars, including your son, how dare you allow anything to be said in my direction, you absolute disgrace of a woman and a mother.
Okay.
Chelsea. No laughing.
The fuck's you laughing at? So it's right. Why is he laughing? So she's sent some real toxic, nasty shit to a dying mother of whoever, and he's sat thinking it's fucking hilarious.
Why are you giving this to me? I don't do serious situations. I understand it's wrong, but I have to read. Right. If anything did happen to your son, whose fault is it? Yours. Always will be a FREAK. Anyway, the police are now involved and you and your son will be arrested for this. And I have the money... What? And I have the money to see it through all the way. How dare you show... who you want these messages, disgraceful woman.
Before you speak, Chelsea, I'm just going to say, why the fuck he's laughing?
I don't agree with him laughing, Chippy, but I'm going to be realistic, right? Since this came out, the only thing I've heard people go on about is the fact that Corey laughed, not about the context of their messages.
Oh, the context of their messages is bad.
But they're worse than the laugh, Chippy, but all people are speaking about is the laugh. Now, listen, EQ is a very intelligent woman, right? She's got her own platform. Why didn't she read that out on her own platform? Because she knows what Corey's like, and she wanted to put some of this on Corey, right? Let's be real, Chippy. She's intelligent. People underestimate this woman. The context of their messages are disgusting. And people need to stop speaking about the fact that Corey laughed.
No.
I agree it's wrong.
I'm disagreeing with you here. Sorry. No, I'm disagreeing, Chelsea. No, sorry. That laugh is as bad as that context. That laugh.
Chippy, the laugh is as bad as what EQ said to a dying woman.
What she says is disgusting, right?
To a dying woman.
Yeah,
and people
I get that.
on the laugh.
But him laughing about it, do you not think that's disgusting?
Of course I think it's disgusting, but all I've heard
fucking vile.
All I've heard on this app is people saying about the laughing, not the context of the message.
But they're both as bad, and
speak about.
they're both as bad. And this guy is a well-known... I mean, everybody's forgot what this guy does. Everybody's up his arse right now, but everybody's forgot what he does.
Listen, I'm far from up Corey's ass, and I don't agree.
No, I'm not on about you personally. I'm on about people in general up his ass right now, right? But I've forgotten everything this guy's done. And this guy has said some shit on here.
But, Chippy, look right now. We're speaking more about the fact that he laughed than the context of that message. That is terrible, because the EQ, what she said to a dying woman, is disgusting.
Can I... Right, and I'm not trying to fall out. You know I'm not, right? And I appreciate your opinion, right? And I get what you're saying. But the context of that is disgusting, right? The whole context of what EQ does is disgusting right now. The whole Rickster thing is disgusting right now. But that reaction to a disgusting thing is fucking way out of my fucking understanding as why you would react in that fucking way.
Agreed. But look at what we're talking about right now, more than what we're talking about what that lady has received in a text message. That dying lady has received these text messages on her phone from EQ. Directly from EQ.
And there's more videos to come. And when I hear or see it, I'm going to call it as bad as I'll call that fucking hideous laughing that he's doing right now, because that is mocking what she's actually sent. What does that not make it just as bad?
Yeah, it does, Chippy, but I'll repeat myself again. Look what we're talking about more.
Yeah, but I haven't got on to the rest of it yet. Now, I will say it right now without watching anything else, I know how low EQ can go, right? I know how she can go when she's hurt or when she's had enough of something. And when she's going at it, we all know how low she can go because she will go lower than anybody. All right, good morning, Justin Anna. But for his reaction there, that reaction there is shit. And why has nobody called that out? Someone's telling me he's not even being called out about it. Why?
No, Chippy, this is what I'm telling you. If you were around all day yesterday, the only thing... this is the first time I'm hearing these messages. Because the only thing everyone spoke about yesterday was Corey's laugh. This is the first time. Bear in mind, this is my reaction based on this being my first time I've heard what EQ said to this lady, which is disgusting. But yesterday, all I heard all day yesterday was that Corey laughed. No one bringing light to these messages like you have right now. All I heard people say was, Corey laughed. Okay, but what did he laugh about? What was the context of the messages? No one spoke about what she'd actually said.
So, okay, right. Nana, morning.
Can I just speak? Right, so...
Yeah, good morning.
All, what I want to say is Corey has just been through the most horrendous thing with his nan of, cancer. It hits so many people and it's disgusting. I called Corey out yesterday for laughing because it is just as bad as the messages. We all know how vile EQ is, but he didn't have to read that message out. And because I read that message out, and I did put a post up to say it is just as bad, and I agree with Chippy, it is just as bad as what EQ said, he then went on to make a post about me to tell me he's going to do a credit check and everything else. I'm sorry, but Corey is just as bad as what EQ is. And this lady, she's terminally ill. He does not need this, and he thinks it's funny to read out a message to a terminally ill woman who doesn't know how long she's got left. I find it absolutely disgusting, and I'll keep shouting from the rooftops about it.
It's all disgusting, though.
It is, Chelsea. But what you're doing now is you're disregarding what Corey did because of how evil EQ is. We all know what an evil
Nana,
person
Nana, I repeated myself multiple times saying that I did not agree with him laughing. But what I don't agree with is people just focusing.
Well, people did call out what the message.
Are you going to let me finish?
Well, go ahead.
What I don't agree with is people just focusing on one part of a full scenario. That's what I don't agree with, because I didn't have this context yesterday because all I heard was that Corey was laughing. I didn't know what was the context of these messages until right now, until Chippy's played it. It should not be like that. It should have been spoken about in full context because that's both of them. That's disgusting.
Well, you know me, I'm not going to hide from the fact that EQ has sent a vile message. Shame on you, EQ, but we're now how low she can go. So I don't really... when EQ does anything now, I look at it and I go, fucking typical. Typical, because that's you, girl. That's who you are. You talk like a low-life scumbag. That's how I see it with her. So it doesn't really grasp home anymore what she does because you expect it from her. You don't expect any kindness from her. You don't expect any goodness from her anymore. She is what she is. And when it's two sex steps. When you see somebody reacting like Corey has to that disgusting behaviour with a fucking laughter and a smirk on his face like you can see on that screen right now, that for me is as wrong and just as wrong as that message being sent in the first place. That's my opinion. Right, Devin,
to Chelsea, because we're cool and it'll probably come from a better place. We didn't get a chance to address the message, Chelsea. To be honest, like the video hadn't finished and Chippy didn't get a chance to respond to the message. I think both should be spoken about.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't need to defend one in order to deflect from both of them.
No, and
Let's digest the information and then speak on it.
I want to make it clear, like, I'm not defending Corey's actions. I'm just annoyed with this app not saying things in full context, because all I heard yesterday was Corey laughed at a horrible message to a woman that is dying. I didn't know the context of the message, and I wish people would speak about it in full context rather than just partial.
Well, I will. So I'm not afraid. I'm not. I've got no allegiance to anybody on this app. No allegiance. All right. Sorry, Em. Carry on. Em. Sorry.
Do you not think that EQ sent these messages to Corey on purpose, knowing that they're going to come out one way or another?
100%.
And Corey would likely react like this, and it would take the heat off the messages on purpose.
100%. But he didn't have to read them out. He's an adult. He didn't have to read them out.
But
you can't be with somebody just because he's read something out. We all know EQ is pure evil. But he did not need to read them messages out.
No,
because this lady is dying and he knows that.
He could have said...
He could have need to send them.
No, but at the same time, I agree with Anna. He could have turned round. He could have turned round and said no.
Sorry.
He could have turned around and said, no, I'm not playing that. I do it often on here. Say, I don't think so. That's not acceptable. We won't play it. I won't bother. When I'm going through my FYP stuff, because you get tagged in everything, I get tagged in lots and lots and lots of videos, I play what I think should be played. I don't play what I think should be played for a fucking like, a laugh, or a fucking joke, or to get some extra people in my room. I play what I think's relevant to everybody else to hear.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, just Anna, but I don't think the reason that EQ is just a horrible person is enough of a reason to deflect from the fact that she sent the messages in the first place.
Thank you, Emma. I'm glad somebody else see what I see yesterday.
The point that people are making, and you've got to understand, is if someone sent you a message and told you to read it out, he'd read that message and he read through it and he laughed at the message.
Which is
then
disgusting.
he went on to read the message and then he laughed again.
Yeah.
My point is to everybody is there's only Chippy on this app that has called this out. Called this out because it needs to be called out. Corey cannot get away with laughing at a dying lady thinking it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
And EQ can't get away with sending them messages.
Well, yes, she
Absolutely,
said
she can't.
but he didn't have to read it. What the hell's... Why can't people see that she sent the message, by all means, she's evil, she's vile, she's disgusting.
Can I point out, right, like, can I point out, right, so, on that screen, is that not a WhatsApp message?
Yeah.
Right, so that's a WhatsApp message, okay? So, EQ has sent him a WhatsApp message. He's gone to his phone and he's read it. What's he thought? Has he thought, oh, this is fucking hilarious, I'll play that on my FYP? Or has he turned around and gone, oh, hold on a minute, that's a bit fucking shit, man. Why is she sending me that? I don't need to know that. And put it down and gone, I'm fucking delete. I'm not even fucking going there. No, he hasn't. He's thought, oh, I'll have a fucking smirk online. I'll have a laugh online, because I'm a knobhead. Because that's all that is. That's proper knobbish behaviour. That's absolutely, I've got no fucking morals, can't stand anybody, don't like anybody in my life fucking attitude. Because I don't do that. If someone tells me I've just had a mate die. I didn't laugh at it. I didn't fucking, somebody send me a message saying my mate's died and fucking read it out online and go, ha ha ha. It still affects me today, you know what I mean? It just does my head in that people, and I'm not going at you, Chelsea, you know I'm not, but yes, I get what you're saying, Chelsea, but this whole thing is a shit show. Why is this whole thing is even on here? Why are people still bigging this absolute creep up? He's a creep. He's done so many bad things on here that they're up his ass so much that they can't see anything anymore. They can't see the light anymore. They can't see what he is. He's a creep. He's a cretin. He's everything that he is.
The same as EQ.
Same as EQ. They're all as bad as each other. But you all sit on it, not you as individuals. I want about as a general. People sit on here, they're up his ass. Alright? They're up EQ's ass. They're up, no offence to Miss Red, because I get on with Miss Red, but they're up at Red's ass. They're up at, Luke's ass. When it suits them. When it suits them. They're up everybody's ass when it suits them. But they're never there when it's something that needs talking about. They're either too scared to fuck. Sam Walker. Sam Walker's an absolute perfect example of this app right now. He talks shit on here. He comes out with transphobia, homophobia, racism, and you're all too scared to speak about it. Oh, he might come and smash me windows. Well, biggie up you big up people. Too scared, too ballless. to open your mouths and stand up to people anymore. Why? Because he might send me a rose. He might send me a fucking line. He might send me a uni. He might big me up. He might say hello to me. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Every fucker on here should be ashamed of themselves right now. Everybody. Because you're not doing it. You're not getting in that man's box. You're not going at him because you're all too fucking scared of a plastic gangster. Instead, they get in the boxes and creep up his arse. Look, there's another one. Sam's a good guy. How is he a good guy? How? Because in my world, in my reality, you do not go on social media. You can say what you want in your own house. All right? We can't in Scotland anymore, can you? No, because that's even against the law now. But in your own house, you want to say something, say it. That's your business. You want to have banter with your mate in your house, that's your business. Because nobody else is listening to it, nobody else is hearing it. But what you do on this app goes out to potentially 23 million people. And you coming on here talking with homophobic attitude, coming on here belittling people about their fucking dying mums and shit like that, and laughing and scorning people. When you come on here talking about racism, when you come on here talking about transphobia, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. You're pathetic, the lot of you. You all need, I am sick and tired of this app right now. You all, and I'm having a rant, you all need to fucking grow up, get a backbone and start standing up for what's morally right on this app. Fucking every one of you. Anyway, I've had my say and I've had my piece. I'm going to get on with my FYP. Yeah, alright, Nana, thank you.
Alright, but thank you so much for calling us out, because nobody's standing for EQ. I can't stand her. She's vowed she needs off this app. But Corey, equally, he said it was wrong after he said the message. So if he knew it was wrong after he said the message, he shouldn't have said it in the first place.
They shouldn't have said it.
Right, okay.
And thank you, Chippy. Yeah, alright, thanks. Chelsea, thank you. Ems, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright. And that's not go at anybody individually. I'm not having a go at my friend. I'm not having a go at anybody in particular. I'm just having a go as a general, alright? Because it's about time this fucking... I did support Andrew at one time, Cap. Absolutely, I did. And I'll still call what's right and what's wrong. I stood up for people in my time. Have I ever been fucking perfect? No. I've never been fucking perfect. Oh, not me. But I've never been perfect. Alright? I've done my things wrong on here. Okay? But will I fucking own it? Yeah, I'll own it. When I've done wrong, I'll own it. Alright? I don't care if I get a banana. Don't worry about it.
And they've picked me up from Daddy Dick.
Mate.
I mean, this headline just does my head in to start with. Evil Queen says she controls the FYP shows. No, you don't. You control nothing on here. You ain't got the numbers anymore, EQ. You know that. Unless you're coming up with some absolute low-life stuff, you ain't got nothing, EQ. And I see you coming in here now, and I ain't bothered. You know? Everybody, if you're doing shit on here, you are entitled to get it back. Okay? Nobody's fucking perfect. And I will criticise EQ when she needs criticising. I will criticise Corey when he needs criticising. I ain't on nobody's fucking side.
Maybe I better get her off screen. Guys, do you think I should get her off screen? Because...
Evil Queen's watching and she's like single white female. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Princess.
Maybe I should I think I'll move on. Because, yeah.
I'm controlling their whole show.
No, you don't control nothing, Chelsea, I'll tell you that now.
Anyway, let's watch...
every day, everyone. 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll see you as well tomorrow.
Get your heart meeting!
Look, it's me again. It's me again. Everybody, 10 o'clock in the morning, be here. Follow this account if you're not already. We're going to cam to misread and every single person on this app.
Right.
It's a good little money, mate.
Go ahead. Go ahead. How the fuck are you controlling everybody? I don't think so.
Look at this.
What annoys you, darling?
The person that obviously was doing a reaction to Boxer in here, I think I can't even remember.
Igor, you can't deflect. Yeah, but you haven't achieved anything on TikTok yet. You see the problem? Look, this is the problem. You're chasing money. You're chasing the money. You're too focused on the money. You are. Because the first opening thing you said was...
Conversations about money. Money, 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 money. Always about money. Oh, I'm doing this, and yeah, I'm going to... Why have people got such a fucking big problem with money on here? I can't be arsed with that.
Talia?
Jump on your bed?
Talia?
Yeah.
I just told my my chat about when you rung me up earlier and threatened me.
Oh, what did they say?
They said, God, you must be brave. Are you...
God,
No, not
they
yet.
used the Lord's name?
Yes, we did. Ban the Lord. Right. So...
Corey, take that back now. You're a Christian.
I am not a Christian. I may have been christened,
Yes, you
but I'm not a
are.
Christian. Listen, Talia.
Yes, you are.
Listen to me now. I let you speak earlier.
Storylines,
for
yeah.
like 20 minutes non-stop threatening me. In the nicest possible way, right? And this is me being nice. I am not scared of you in the slightest.
Okay.
All right?
Corey, why has she doxed Luke's address?
Chippy, when I tell you what she said about Luke until it will make you sick, I don't know what videos I've got. Is it on video? Because if it is, I've probably got it, but I'm already wound up.
Address and his business and all that. Are you okay with that?
Who has?
She has. She's put all his address, his business, put a picture of his house up.
FY clip shows are controlled by EQ. That's a fact. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do then. Well, let's see. Yeah, I won't play any EQ shit for a month. How's that? All that includes got a name in it. I won't play it. Let's see how much controlling that is.
You right with that?
Not hard,
On
is
what
it?
account?
The same one that's done
Bet you
me.
do. Bet I do.
So you think it's her, but you don't know whether it is?
I know.
There's the challenge. I bet I do. I better not play it at all. How's that? EQ's name is banned.
She uses the same.
Stop swearing.
From my
online.
clips.
Same emoji. Sorry. She uses the same everything, and also I've got.
No, Talia.
Okay. See ya.
Do you know in my 5 radio should be getting married? It's a sin against God.
Oh, we're going to play this. These have been out before these. I've heard all these before, these ones.
Looking for a venue, Chelsea.
If you can't accept Jesus Christ as your salvation, you cannot say Jesus Christ is Lord. If you can say that, then...
Do you know what? Do you know what I could actually do, right? Shall I tell you how powerful EQ is? Shall I tell you? Yeah. See ya. Somebody block EQ. One of mods, just block her out of here. That's how powerful you are. You're a block button away from being nobody. See ya. Bye, EQ. Somebody block her, please. I want to see it come up that she's blocked. Bye, EQ. You've been a right laugh. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the sunshine. Bye. Thank you. You're blocked. Now we'll get on with this. We're playing today, but as of my next show, no EQ on it.
Them cannot say that. You know what I mean? You will never get a Muslim.
Any other FYPs out there that can do that? Oh, I must have a lot of power, eh?
Man say that. Do you know what I mean? And I believe that Muhammad weren't a good person. I believe that he seen stuff from the devil. That's why he never performed any miracles, and he married a 9-year-old child. But that's my thoughts on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not judging. That's what I think.
Right, I'm going to prove something to you. Watch this. Well, you can't watch. I'm walking over something. I'm probably going to get in trouble. Antonio, can I just get through there, please? Thank you. Sorry, can I get through? Sorry about that.
You see what I won't do, right? I won't be like these other people, right? I'm not going to say that I don't like somebody. I'm not going to say I don't like you, and then 2 days be all fucking happy and jolly with them, all right? Say I don't like you, and then I go as far as to block you. You're done for me. You're done. You're gone. That's it. See you, bye. Look, I'm not going to follow somebody on here because they've got a big platform. I'm going to follow somebody because they're fucking relevant. I'll follow people because I like them. So, excuse me.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I'm going out to my mum. So I'm going outside, babe, so... Wait there. On the motorway. Oh, I know where she is. Where's my mum? Where is she? Oh, in there.
Have you all heard these? Have you all heard these conversations, or just piss off? Have we all heard this? Because right, I'll let you. So this is obviously between Rickster and Chelsea and whoever else. You know what I mean? I think there's a good mixture of people have and haven't.
Mother? Sorry. Mum? Sorry, I'm just on the phone to Chelsea while I'm sending her a message. Do you know Pinder? Yeah. How long have you known him for?
Like 10 to 15 years, I mean.
Right, and was he invited here today, or yes or no?
Yeah, of course he was.
Why was he invited?
Because he's part of the family.
Okay, because obviously Chelsea thinks for some reason he's my business partner and that he wasn't.
No, he's one of the family.
Okay, and obviously Chelsea could have come as well, couldn't she?
Yes, you're more than welcome to have come, my darling.
You are fruitcake, right? You're like a little 5-year-old child, honest to God. All right. Pinder was invited to my nan's birthday party. My nan's surprise birthday party was...
So you're going to talk on what EQ said to Angela last night. I'm not... I haven't been on, Poppin. That's the truth. I haven't really been on, right? I haven't seen what's been going on. I'm just reacting to videos now. And I don't really watch the videos. I look at them, might watch the first few minutes and see what it's about, but that's... The rest of it I haven't. Do you know what I mean? I don't see it. So I am reacting.
Months ago, okay? Months ago. And he was reminded today by myself, okay? My family know Pinder. They know...
Hello? Hello? She don't know she's in.
Saab, they know Pudsey. He's good friends with my brother. My mum loves him to pieces.
Good morning, Anne Love.
I've met my nan and my granddad many, many times. You know what I mean? There's pictures of him and everything. So, no, you've got it wrong. He was reminded about the party. You don't know about the party because I've only been seeing you for 4 or 5 months, where I've known Pinder for many, many years. I've known my family for many, many years. And you could have come. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't even know I was going until a couple of... You said, just leave it here because I can't be cool... I can't be asked to do it anymore. You do twist what you want. Fingers
this
crossed.
Is about him.
I just don't want it. But if you would have
listened, do you know what? Look, Borderline Banter's video there. Look, I'm not sitting through fucking that long of his voice. I really can't. Both his and her fucking voices do my head. Not Talia's, the EQs. They do my fucking head in. It's long-winded. There's no... If there were video to... I don't know about you, but I'm one of them that I like to watch something, you know what I mean, rather than listen to... Do you know what I mean? Just fucking... Just go watch it, all right? And listen to as much as you want to do. Basically, I mean, I never get, right, why people are recording each other all the time anyway. Everything they do is recorded. It went out with Angie and recorded everything. You know what I mean? Some of you haven't even seen all the recordings. Well, let's just remember that one.
To make you believe that Corey is in a beef with me when he's not. I spoke to him on the telephone. I spoke to him on voicemail.
So that's irrelevant.
Never mentioned her children by name.
Okay.
Let's watch this.
I do believe.
This confused me. I did see a bit of this yesterday morning.
I do believe that her children need protection from her. That's my personal opinion. Maybe she can change her life in the future and better herself as a parent. Who knows? For now, for what I see, she doesn't want the help and she's not trying to better herself. Her actions are speaking for her. So my question is, if they're saying children need left out of that, how come people can turn a blind eye for a grown man in his 70s to contact the child's football team? What's my son did?
So the accusation is that one of them, I'm not sure who's who, is the one speaking, that's Topwelly, is it? Yeah? They must have a lot of storage. So the one speaking was Topwelly, am I correct? Or was that Laura? That's Laura, right. So the accusation is Topwell is playing the victim and Laura, the one that's talking, is accusing people of doxing the kids' football team, etc. And some guy comes in, I do believe.
For why do people think that they need to go after my child's football team? For what did my son do?
Hang on, Laura, darling, 1 minute, take a breath. Is
all
this
wrong uns, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the grasp of it I got, that they're all wrong uns. I'm surprised Red actually put up with it.
After my kids. He has come after my kids. Something shocking.
Right.
Is this true?
Can I speak now, Miss Red?
Can I speak now, Miss Red?
Yeah, I'm not a pervy or all, am I? I just dock stickings from I see.
Yeah, obviously because Laura's accused you of doxing the children.
Oh, I missed that cockapoo.
All I
Sorry.
said was someone sent me information about her kids' football team, but I said I'm not going to disclose. No, listen, I said I'm not disclosing it because it's got nothing to do with me. But
That's a
we
lie.
also,
Hold on a minute, why? Cockapoo, I missed that. What did Cockapoo put up there? Because somebody unpinned it, didn't they, Top Girl? What did she put? Count the word football. No, the Irish lady is Laura, who lives close by to us. Oh, assassin, right, okay. Thanks, Ginny.
can we also address about her son that beat up the 16-year-old child? Black and blue, girl?
Baz. Oh, Baz. Oh, Baz.
Oh, Baz. That should be a theme song. Baz. Already I'm getting the vibe, you know what I mean? That there's something not quite right here.
That's really bad.
Baz, are you trying to use something against me to make it out okay that you contacted a minors football team? Is that what we're going here?
Hey, no, sorry, that sounded like a criticism, didn't it? I read, no, I won't criticising her. What I meant is that she doesn't normally put up with all that shit, does she? So I'm quite surprised when she did put up with all that shit.
Hold on. Let me finish. So because what my son done, and I got my son arrested for it, I got my son put in handcuffs. The first person told me, Mum, right? I got him put in handcuffs. I got him arrested. But you're trying to overlook the fact that you've contacted the child's 14-year-old football team.
So who's this Baz? Because he seemed to get like, he got in the box and then he's gone pretty quickly. But it wasn't really spoke about. It wasn't really highlighted to who he was. Now, if he's a wrong un, should people not be getting highlighted as we're going on about what they are? You know what I mean? Because I don't know him. He's a friend of CA's.
That's what you're
Are we on about Canadian or are we on about assassin? Court assassin. Yeah, that one. He'd done bad things. Yeah, so it's apparently shit.
To make you believe that
Where are we going
Never
here?
mentioned her children by the victim well.
Can I answer?
Court assassin.
Who is it that's your mum's grave? Thought it was me, and then it was Heidi, and then it was someone else. Make your mind
No,
up.
it's you and your team. I know who
No,
it is.
it's nothing to do with
Laura,
my
can
team.
I
And if you
answer-
have a police case, you shouldn't be in this live with me. If you have a police
You've got a
case
police
going on.
case.
No,
You've
I don't
got
have a
a
police
police.
case going with you. No, I don't have a police case going
Miss
with you.
Red, can you
have
mute
one with
us
me.
or can I answer her accusations,
You shouldn't be
please?
in this live with me if you have a police case.
Voice.
Can you mute her so I can answer her allegations, please?
I do like how people are like, they're sitting there in Red's boxes, they go, Miss Red, may I speak now? You're not fucking skull.
Okay, so with regards to the photo of her daughter, I
Miss
follow
Red.
lots of pages on FYP.
They don't come on here and go, oh, Mr. Chippy, may I speak now?
I see videos that I find funny. There was a video that was posted of her doing a live with her children in the background, which is the same thing that she's been calling me for all over the app. I didn't go on the page. I didn't look what was on the page, but apparently there was this picture that was on Google Earth. So somebody must have took this picture and posted it on this troll account. When I found out who was behind the account, I told Laura. I actually went to Laura and told her who was behind it because I'm not for doxing children or anything.
Something? Can I green
Oh my
screen
God.
receipt?
I see you, Top Girl. Do you know what, Top Girl? I'm not going to criticise you. If you can go settle scores with people and, you know, maybe you're doing a bit of light, friendly trolling or not, whatever. If you're settling scores, go for it. Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you?
Can I green screen and receipt? Can I go and get the receipt and put it on green screen?
She's going to show you that I was apparently a #1 follower. I don't know even how you can find that out. But anyway,
Just
after
all I'm saying is don't ask me to follow you into the cult because it ain't happening.
I confirmed it with Laura, I then spoke to the police. I spoke to Laura's
I've got too many female friends, apparently.
police officer and confirmed that they were behind the account. Now, I've sent Laura the receipt of me confirming that to the police. I have it in email, and I sent it to her to say...
No, they do. You're right, Top Girl. Right, look. You've got a right to go where you want, talk to who you want, and if you want, all right? There are exceptions to them rules I'm not going to go into, but for you, personally, if they've done nothing personal to you and you can forgive them and you can move on, why shouldn't you? Go where you like. It's a free app. You don't pay money for it.
I did in fact confirm that I told the truth, but yet that's still not good enough for her. So what more can I do?
And I'll be honest, I think you should all block each other and like leave each other alone.
Well, I get around a lot. I get around a lot all over the place. Got friends in different places, and you know what? If I want to go in, I'm going to go in. It doesn't matter what any individual thinks. I'm going to go in. To be fair, like I said, there are exceptions to some rules. There always is, but generally, if you want to go in someone's room, go in it. You think Topwell is the one who lives by Sia?
And stop doxing.
Yes.
Like, just block each other because this isn't going to end very well, is it? Do you know what I mean?
No, but I don't speak to her. I don't go in her lives. I don't have anything to do with her, but she's still talking about me all over the app. Like
I said, there's a block button, right? Everybody keeps going on about, oh, why are you listening to this? Why are you listening to that? Why are you putting up this? Block. Move on. Don't have to hear them again. I'm sure because I blocked somebody earlier, I'm going to get a load of shit later. But do you know what? I don't care. I don't care because I owe nothing to anybody.
To leave me alone.
Block.
That is
Move
it.
on. Block.
Yeah, I just think you all need to stop now. You know, at the end of the day, we're all mothers, right? And we've got to set examples for our children. And like, this isn't the digital footprint that we want, really. So just block.
I just couldn't.
Thinking about each other, and you know, this person's doing this person's doing that. You're all going to end up with court case.
No, you do behind scenes there message. What's that mean, Mama? Mama T. I don't understand what you're trying to write there.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just couldn't sit on here and listen to her say about protecting children and stuff when not everyone is aware of what she did to me and my son. So that's why I came in.
Right,
and it's the only chance I've had to speak to her because she's blocked. I don't have anything to do with her, but I can't listen to her say that. So she's a liar.
But try to be
on
that
note. Where is it going to end? Sorry, Laura, like, where is it?
Thanks for the lights, guys.
Well, I haven't spoke to Totwelly and I couldn't tell you how long, but that's why I said when it comes to kids, Baz has been after my son's 14-year-old football team. Baz has been after my son's football team, misread all my children's lives, and I do not mess about with my children. He come after my child's football team. She allowed Dean to dox my child's picture. So ask them and when it stopped. So it's okay, one rule for one rule for another. Baz
You should have
my
Top Girl. You should have all powers. You should have all powers. Let me just check. Sorry, guys, it's Top Girl's show at the moment. Sorry, it's all about her right now. Yeah, you got them all. I think she's just flexing.
son's football team. He contacted my son's football team.
But you went after.
Go on, Corey.
But Laura, you've gone after Court Assassin's kids relentlessly. You run
all right, Top Girl. Now do a sandwich, cup of tea.
It's relentlessly.
Corey, I've never said anything bad about Court kids. But I've never said anything bad about Court kids, Corey. I've never named him.
You're a busybody. We all
I've
know
never
what you
named
do,
her
Laura.
children. I've never been after her children by name.
You run lives.
TG's a good one. People take TG the wrong way. She's a good one. She's another one. She gets straight to the point. She don't piss about. She just gets on with it and says what she said. What she says. No, got plenty of time
You've called social services on her. You don't leave the woman alone. And then just because it's happened to you, now you're...
She is trouble, like, but...
All right, on
sorry for you.
So what are you saying? It's okay to Dr. Chen's football team, Corey?
Laura, you've
It's a
also
fucking
doxed
football
people.
team.
You've doxed kids as well. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the
Dox
second
kids
time.
as well. Yeah, well, why are you sitting here like some sort of victim?
What kids have I doxed?
There was a thing before when you was in here before where you would dox someone's kids and you said, oh, it's because they did it to mine. Like, this is ridiculous. Do you know?
Chelsea's another one. Straight to the point. She don't take no prisoners neither.
Embarrassing this is.
Where did I dox the kids?
Mine.
I didn't dox your kids, Pamela. I doxed your
You knew,
address. My
you
address
knew
was
that my
doxed
son
on you
lived
for my
here.
kids living up.
You knew
My
that,
kids
so,
live
but
in
I
this
didn't
house.
do that. But I didn't do it. Did I do
Your
it?
team. Your team.
I don't care. So because somebody who I don't know who did that makes it okay for you to dox mine.
You're all as bad as each other. And Laura, why not just not have anything to do with these people? This has been going on for months. I'm not having...
Yeah, come on, can we get them taps up a bit, please? Thanks. You've done work really well up to now, but come on.
to go at you. I'm just saying, like, this is so embarrassing for all of you involved. And Basil Dentel, who's run away now, you're a danger to women. So don't come in here because there's a lot of women in here.
You're a stalker. You've doxed people. You was putting my mother's name in the chat in the town I live in. You're a danger to women. Yeah, he's disgusting. He said he was going to stalk me around the app. He's vile. But all of you,
I'm glad you
just
brought
stay
that
away
up.
from it.
How come we don't know his name? You know, when somebody like that's done something like that, how come we're not knowing his name?
I'm glad you brought that up.
How did they get hold of your son's football team, darling?
So I had he said someone sent him. I had my son's football up on my TikTok before I made all my accounts private. But then he said someone sent him my son's football team. But why would someone send him a minor's football team? If I've doxed Top Valley's address, I've doxed her address. I didn't dox a picture of her child.
Fucking doxing, seriously. Stop doxing people. What is wrong with you? You're crying. Oh, it's just an app. Don't take it serious. Well then, don't take it serious. And who's getting blocked?
I've doxed her address the same way her team doxed my address and doxed my whole house.
Just stop
And then
doxing
she said she
people,
has a police
people.
case
There's
up
no
against
need
me.
for it.
Well, then if she has a police
What's
case
the
against
point?
me and
It's
I
an app,
don't
it's an
help
app.
against her, she shouldn't have come into this box when I was here.
But why is this carrying on for months and months and months? You're always.
I haven't even spoken to Tom. I couldn't tell you how long. I actually.
Yeah, I know, but you're still,
hold on.
you're still firing up lives. You're still firing up lives. Even
You know when people start getting boxes and start screaming and shouting at each other, I don't know about you, but my ears just start popping and I just like, can't be arsed. Just turn off. Do you know what I mean?
from 2 days ago. Even from 2 days ago, I've been sent receipts for you calling me an SLAG.
Alicia is the only one in there with a listenable accent. Well, that's your own opinion, Jess.
You need to just leave me alone, Laura. Stop talking about me. I don't talk about you. I've never posted, never doxed.
I like to say I'm joking.
This is all you ever say. It's all you ever say.
Because that's what you do. You're trying to play the victim.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to get you to address the fact.
15-year-old child and bad
No, I'm not.
football team.
But Laura, but you're in these boxes now and you're trying to play the victim with everything you put it.
I've doxed people. I'm not going to tell a lie and say I haven't doxed.
I've doxed people. Oh, look, you've doxed, they've doxed, she's doxed, he's doxed, right? In a bunch of bad uns, a bunch of wrong uns. Just get a grip of your life, all right? Sort your shit out. Stop doing your shit. Block each other and go away. How's that? Alicia is my fourth favourite person on there. Oh, right. Won't take that, Alicia. You should be number one.
But you went after.
Go on, Corey.
But Laura, you've gone after Court Assassin's kids relentlessly.
Here he is again. Preaching to everybody. Preaching to everybody. Telling them how to behave, but yet he's doxed. Done all sorts of shit. But yeah, they're all saying, Corey. Let's take advice of Corey. Let's take advice of somebody who drinks all day. Let's take advice of somebody who's a wrong man. Let's take advice. Fuck off.
That you use, but I just thought exploited, and they don't feel exploited at all.
I'm going to jump in a boxing in a minute, and I might say something that might trigger somebody.
They feel empowered. I get that people are exploited in that industry.
If it's this one.
If you go back to the live, I think you'll find it wasn't me who brought the exploit.
Sorry, I haven't slowed the video down. That's just Candyman speaking, okay? Sorry, it might take a while.
Into it, it was somebody else.
All right, fair enough.
Dave,
you've already
I passed a comment on it. That's all.
It's
I might was about the red lights and windows in Amsterdam. That's what my opinion was.
That's what my opinion was. Speed up, boy! God.
On the exploitation side of it, I didn't bring the comment up. I passed a comment on it, but I didn't bring it up.
Do you know Cardi B? She started off as a pole dancer.
Well, congratulations to her.
That's what I'm
Again,
saying.
relevant
Things
to my
happen,
life.
Like she felt empowered.
Do you know what? I just say it as I see it, all right? Some days I can be an arse, some days I'm not, you know what I mean? It's just what it is.
As well, it makes you feel good when you dress up, even for your man in a relationship, right? Or your woman, when you dress up or make yourself look good, you feel good. There's no self-respect or anything, you just feel good.
I understand, right? Because I missed the beginning of this. I just jumped in because I was scrolling through, right? If it's this bit. But apparently, was he trying to belittle women how they dress and stuff and about like numbers and whatever else it was, and how a woman dresses, whether she is. Do you know what I mean? That whole conversation I just don't even like talking about, because, like, as far as I'm concerned, people should be able to dress how they want. It's not to do with you.
Good about yourself and empowered.
I think it was belittling women, wasn't it?
Questions weren't about the material objects of dressing up. It was in regards to the numbers and
dressing up.
Figures of people who have laid down with. Again,
Candyman not laid down with anybody. The bottle fed him, but that's about it.
If people don't like my opinions and where I stand and my morals on me, nobody else, me, then that's not a me problem. You know? That's just my opinion on me.
Oh, that's right. So it was the body count one, saying that the more people you've been with, body count, that the less respect you've got for yourself. That's, yeah, I remember that.
If I don't want to do it, then I'm not going to do it.
No, that's fine. You don't have to do it.
5 hours.
There you go.
Well, Candyman, you're entitled to your opinion, and that's fine. And you're not one of these people that would want to be with anybody that's slept with a lot of people. But I think when you're using terms like self-respect and that's where you
a bike from Alfred. Who put that? Reindeer.
That's where your opinion then turns into your
I stand by what I said. Right, my comment, right, as a direction was aimed at me, meaning my self-respect and self-worth for me to be laying down with 80, 90 people.
Yeah, what bike would you be?
Isn't that? Mine is higher because I don't do it.
Yeah, but
right?
that is saying that people that do it have lower self-respect and self-worth, and that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, again, that was my opinion, based on me.
Yeah, but no.
It's so disrespectful to people just because certain adults enjoy sex and enjoy having sex with multiple people does not make them any less of
I love TikTok shop
person or have any less self-respect or less self-worth than you do. We just have different interests.
Yeah, exactly. I think saying the self-respect.
I'm the penny farthing, I'll have you know.
Was just too far. You lost your argument when you.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just jumped in the box. I apologise.
Oh, things like that.
Can I just quickly add to it because I'm busy watching TV? When it comes to numbers and stuff like that, people sleeping with and self-worth. Let's remember, most people don't dress up in nappies, adult nappies like he does. Weirdo! Bye-bye! Candy mind you boring.
Most people don't sit on live begging and crying, Chippy, so how about that one?
Hey, am I getting this? I have a question, but I now have to address who's wearing nappies? Am I?
Oh, Devin, it's just the likes of Chippy being like an absolute bulb.
I have a question, Candyman. I feel like when you speak in a certain way, it feels like it comes from a personal experience, and I didn't want to ask it in the debate.
Well, Devin, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but again, that's irrelevant to TikTok and my life, right?
No,
Which I don't have to divulge to anybody else.
Right.
So
that's the only answer that I need.
Did he just compare adult nappies and wearing adult nappies and dressing as a baby as an adult? Compared to begging, did you say?
Well, come back with your receipts.
You absolute moron.
Right? Come back with your receipts, you absolute
little baby boy.
Beggy, baby boy. White cry boy, bellend. Then I'll listen.
Yeah, bellend.
Yeah.
Can I just say? See you, Candyman.
So basically, you've said, like, you've just said that people are bikes and this and that, and you're sitting there in an apple.
No, I turned around and said if I wanted a bike, I would go to Halfords and buy one. That is no comparison to throwing it to any given person.
Wow.
The whole conversation started on about him wearing nappies in chat.
Yeah, but even the other thing, saying self-respect and all that, I've got respect for myself.
I do not need to know what you do on OF. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. So it's irrelevant. Why are you even telling me? I don't need to know. That's your prerogative.
Yeah, but you have your opinion on the OF. So on the OF, everyone who does it, your opinion matters for them. Do you know what I mean? Because you're talking about them.
No, I'm not.
To say that we haven't
you are divulging it, trying to get a reaction from me. Right, and like I said, you do what you want to do. That's your life. Nothing to do with me.
I'm not that offended to get a reaction from you.
Don't need to know. Irrelevant to me and my life.
You can't say everyone on there has no self-respect.
Fire away. You do what you want to do. It's not for me.
Or it's a nappy, or pretending I'm a baby. It's anything to do with me, but I can say nothing.
All bullshit and lies. All bullshit and lies. Oh, Chippy, wind your neck in. Come back with your receipts where I've actually doxed people and posted it out there.
Didn't he do it to Corey Wilde? About his car and his thingy, and then Corey Wilde got all his car scratched. You not remember all that? Candyman? The most exciting exposure ever on TikTok. Can we all remember it? Months ago? I'm doing a big exposure tonight. By Candyman. And we're all sat there in our thousands waiting. Right, so this is exciting. I'm going to do a big exposure on sorry, I'm asleep while living.
And then go and look up the meaning of doxing. How about that one?
He's going to expose me. Yeah, he's going to expose me. He's going to expose me for renting a property.
I just think you've got a lot of time considering you've done the most.
How have I done the most? Don't ask me a question.
Don't ask him a question, fuck. It'll take you about a week to get an answer. Don't ask him seriously, do we ever go online and ask Candyman a question? An hour later.
Based upon me giving an opinion.
I'll ask you what weather we're like. Fucking hell.
Right? If you don't want my opinion, don't ask me the question. It's that simple.
Seriously, just don't do it. Someone said, can you play EQ Mix's fucking live for me? A replay. And I went, yeah, of course I can. And all he did was start talking. I was like, fucking 5 minutes later, I'm like, I can't. Sorry, EQ, just drop him. Just drop him, EQ.
Just because it's my opinion, it's not right for me, doesn't mean say it's not right for you.
But saying people
it really is that simple.
That's bringing other people. All you had to say was, in my opinion, I couldn't do it myself. I wouldn't be able
when
to.
has my opinion been so detrimental
you've got
to triggering so many people on a social media platform?
When you did that fucking awareness, sounds like that's the biggest example we can give you right now.
Because it was completely disrespectful to kind of like, what's the word? I don't want to say it because I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it is kind of insinuating.
Someone put words in his mouth, they'll go 10 times quicker.
In the people that do have higher body counts.
No one asked for his opinion. Yeah, you were there, Susie. Did anybody ask him to come in and start talking? Or did he just jump in? I bet when he jumped in, everywhere like, oh, fucking hell, here we go.
And I just think it's kind of degrading and disrespectful to those people. They're adults, they can make their choices. Just as you said, you're allowed their opinion.
Hey, 100k, thank you, guys.
Give them a lower morals, lower self-respect, or lower self-worth.
Again, that's just my opinion.
Like, that's
what I'm saying. My opinion been so detrimental to everybody else on TikTok?
As you said, you basically implied that people that have slept with multiple partners have no self-respect, and then you used the word bike. What part of that do you not get?
Right, so if you're going to quote me on what I've said, quote it correctly. I turned round and stated, just because my self-respect and
seriously, who the fuck does he think he is? Say it correctly, say it like the fucking
self-worth, maybe
he's
higher
a male
than other
Karen
people.
is, I'll tell
Again, my opinion based on me. not them.
No, me, not them. I'm Candyman. Say it 3 times.
Me, right? And I've seen it in the comments. If the cap fits and the shoe fits, and people want to...
He'll probably wear it. He'll probably wear it along with his nappies and his diapers. And
wear it. That's not a me problem.
So do you think people that have...
Good afternoon, Chippy.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I don't know who that is in that box there, but it was someone who stole my account to use it, okay?
That's fine. I will reprimand them later.
I do not know who that is in there. Obviously, this is the real Kez.
Oh, yes, Kez is talking like she's not from round here anymore, you know what I mean? Common.
Kez?
Hello, Judy.
Can I ask why you started all that mayhem in that live, please? We were just
excuse me,
talking on.
I do not know
knitting.
what you're talking about, Judy. I was just having a friendly...
I'm all here for Jodie.
Reindeer.
Go on, tell...
We was talking about knitting and you came in and shouted, Candyman wears nappies.
Candyman.
I did not. That my account was stolen.
Oh.
Can we... go on then, tell us, kids, what we're all that about.
Oh, it was because of Courtney's debate.
There she is.
There she is.
Here I am.
Can't keep up long, can she?
Oi.
She lasted longer than Candyman's fucking first sentence.
It was it was to do with Courtney's debate about how many like body count, and he turned around and said that he wouldn't if he wanted to sleep with multiple people, basically he would go to Halfords. And he turned around and said that he's got more self-worth than people that sleep with multiple people.
Really?
But we still didn't find out if it was Pampers or Huggies.
Oh, I do believe it's